Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton. We're back here with another review today. So today we're looking at the Forefront 2 helmet from Smith Optics, and it's a redesign of the original Forefront helmet that we reviewed years ago. So let's take a look. So before we get into some of the unique features of this helmet over some of the other ones, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs so we know what we're dealing with. The Forefront 2 features complete Koroyd coverage, MIPS brain protection system, integrated skeletal structure, and it is CPSC and CEEN 1078 certified. It has integration with the Smith Performance eyewear and goggles for maximum comfort, venting, and storage convenience. It has the Air Evac ventilation system, which integrates with the goggles and eyewear for fog-free lenses. Has vapor fit dial adjustment that offers 270-degree fitment adjustment with the turn of the dial. Has 20 fixed vents for consistent airflow, 3-position adjustable visor. The Ionic Plus antimicrobacterial lining offers sweat-activated odor control. It's camera and light mount compatible. It's available in 15 colors and weighs 380 grams for the medium size with MIPS. It also has an MSRP of $250. So let's look at the overall fit and finish of the helmet. First off, the Vapor Fit adjustable dial does the job pretty well. It is a 270-degree fit, so it does not go all the way around your head. It actually attaches right about where the temples are on the helmet. And it also has 3 adjustments for the height of the actual mechanism on the back of your head. I ended up using it in the factory setting right there in the middle. It ended up being pretty perfect for my head and this size large. And while the padding on this helmet seems to be a little bit more minimalistic than some other helmets out there, I did find it to be really comfortable and didn't have any hot spots. And then as far as the overall build quality and design, I really liked the Forefront 2 in comparison to the original Forefront. I really did not like the design of the original Forefront. It almost looked like a turtle shell sitting on the top of your head. They were able to integrate what they did with the original Forefront into the Forefront 2 into something that is a lot sleeker and better looking overall package. Now, where the Forefront 2 really excels, and what we found with their Smith mainline also, is that it really excels when it comes to safety features. Not only do you get MIPS, which is that torsional safety, so when you hit the ground and your head twists, you don't get as much of that force coming off the helmet, but it also has Koroyd, which is a bunch of little tubes that are actually inside the helmet that offer just even that much more additional impact protection and absorbing the impact as you hit the ground. So what is Koroyd? Koroyd's a material you'll find throughout the Smith helmet lineup. By utilizing crumple zone cylinders that crush uniformly on impact, Koroyd manages energy more efficiency with less volume than any other protection material on the market. Unlike traditional protection materials, Koroyd cylinders absorb and convert more kinetic energy while increasing airflow and reducing overall weight. Not everyone uses this system, and we found it to be a real big benefit when we reviewed the mainline not too long ago, and it's really good to see it in this helmet as well. Now, honestly, I've never really fully crash tested this, as you probably don't want to, but it is an additional safety feature that has been tested and proven out in the market that you get with this helmet that you don't get with a lot of other ones. And then there's the second thing, which is this glasses and goggles and integration, which I absolutely love. I found that there's a lot of glasses and helmets that really don't mesh well together, and I absolutely hate wearing my glasses while climbing sometimes. So being able to put these in the front or the rear of the helmet and have them incredibly secure really works out well on the trail. I find that I actually use the rear compartment a little bit more than I do the front because it does block a little bit of the venting. So if you put the glasses like you see them here on the rear, you actually do not lose any venting of the helmet and they're really secure. There have been even downhill runs where I go and these glasses do not fall off. I mean, you can see how secure they are on the helmet in this position, especially if you use these Smith glasses that are designed to fit this perfectly. The channels and the ears of the glasses line up perfectly and have a really nice tight fit that won't fall off on the trail. Then if you're a guy like me that likes to wear goggles from time to time, the storage on this helmet for goggles is extremely easy as well. Smith really thought a long time about the design of this helmet and how you would actually store your eye protection. With them being a goggles and glasses manufacturer, that makes a lot of sense. They wanted their products to work seamlessly together all in one package. So how was it out on the trail, which is what really matters to begin with? And overall, I found it to be really comfortable. The minimal padding really didn't affect me all that much. I tend to sweat a lot, so it's sometimes nicer to not have as thick a padding that can absorb all that sweat with it. And when it comes to helmets and other safety gear, one of the big criteria for me is I want it to almost disappear while I'm on the ride. It's not something I want to be thinking about constantly or have some kind of annoyance with. So with this helmet, I did find that overall it was really comfortable without any hot spots, not overly heavy, and really did kind of just disappear on the ride and let me focus more on the ride than the gear I have with me. Now, when it comes to the venting on this helmet, and one of the critiques I had of the original Forefront is that the Koroyd can sometimes block wind from getting inside the helmet. Now, it does do a great job of venting hot air as it is just transparent through the helmet, as you can see. but when you have breeze coming in, it can block it a little bit. So what Smith did with this helmet is actually open up those middle channels, unlike they did with the previous version. So I found that the Forefront 2 actually did a lot better of getting air to my head than the original version, which was a nice upgrade. So pretty much I'd put this on par with most kind of enduro style helmets when it comes to venting, because you do get a little bit larger helmet with a little bit more protection, and you're not going to have that really open air feeling like you might have with more like road style helmets or XC styled helmets that are just mostly vents. So if there are any downsides with this out on the trail, is one, you do deal with the Koroyd so that it does not vent maybe as well as some other helmets on the market, and also it does have the same version of MIPS that the Smith mainline had. And with the Smith mainline, I really kind of complained about how it would actually make noise on your head because the full face helmet actually had a little bit more leverage on that MIPS system. Now, you have that same system in this helmet here, but you don't notice the noise nearly as much because the helmet's so much lighter and doesn't have so much more weight lower on your head. So overall, what do I think about the Forefront 2? It actually has become one of my go-to helmets that I grab and go when I'm just going out riding and having a great time. The eyeglasses storage is a huge upgrade for me. I have found that so many helmets do not fit well with glasses in storage, and if you want to take them off, it could be a real bear to try to pack them or do something else with your glasses if you don't have an easy way to put them on your helmet. Now, this is an expensive combination up front. It's a $250 helmet matched with almost $300 glasses. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more budget oriented, to have this feature as seamless as it is can get expensive. Now, if you look at their website right now, you can actually get this helmet at half off depending on what color you want. So you can cut a little bit of cost there. So guys, I want to hear what you think. Is this something that you could see using out on the trail yourself? What do you think of this as a package with the glasses and all the storage? Hit up the comment section below and let me know what you think. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Bike 198 for more reviews like this in the future. And until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.